In this video, I'm going to show you what things look like after you've gone ahead and purchased. So first, you'll be directed at the registration page here, which let's just put this information in here. Then pick a password, and let's go ahead and submit. Alright, now after this, you'll see I'm redirected and I'm actually in the users area now. I'm in the members area for the tool itself, Smart Leads. So it's really easy to get started. This video that you're watching is going to walk you through the basics, and so you'll be able to see that once you get in here. There's these core boxes that will really help you get to the main areas of the software, which is to create links, to create a pop-up, and to create a split test for those pop-ups to test a variant A versus variant B, and then of course contact support for a customer representative to be able to help you out with any issues you're having. Down here we actually have a list of links. Since this is a brand new account, I don't have anything. I'm going to walk you through that in just a second. But we have filtering options here, and the data that you actually get is the link name, that's the name that I pick for it, and then the amount of clicks, opt-ins, views of the link itself, and then unique visitors. So you get a really good idea of the data and the amount of eyeballs that have seen it, and so that you can figure out your actual conversion rate numbers just from a glance with what's going on. So let's click over to mailers, and you'll see this page might look a little bit different. There might be more mailers integrated by the time you're using this tool, because it'll constantly be updated. But right now there is some core services that are offered. The easiest one that I want to use for this demo is going to be Aweber. So when you click through to, there'll be help with what you got to get and where you got to go to actually get that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, then click on Allow. Okay, so now that we've got Aweber all integrated, you see Aweber account successfully integrated. What we're going to do is we're going to head over to My Pop-ups and actually create a pop-up. So it goes mailer integration, pop-up, link. That's the creation process, or through the three-step process you should follow. Alright, so what we've got here is we've got a default opt-in template, which is pretty cool. Let's take a quick view. It looks exactly like this. We can customize everything here, from the text to the colors, and we can have name and email field here. We can have really whatever you want. And so let's go ahead and we just click that button there, which is to duplicate, and we're going to select autoresponder, which is Aweber. Let's give that a second, and then what we need to do is grab a list name. So let's just grab this one here at the top. We're gonna name this for our reference, and so let's just call this one Smart Blog Link 1. And if we want to add in requiring the name and email, we would click this form field here. If not, we'll just stick with email. And then the pop-up background is white. That's all these F's. The overlay itself, which kind of blurs out the rest of the page, is black. This is the headline text, or the header. This is the privacy or footer text. The submit button is this wacky green, which we can change. And we can change the text to say anything we want. When we're all done making changes, we just click on submit. And it says pop-up created successfully. Now let's go back to My Pop-ups. You see, now we can see it. And we track views, unique views, opt-in, and opt-in rate, the percentage of opt-ins. Alright, now if we look at this, we can add a split test, we can edit this, we can view it, or we can delete it. Those icons are all there for you. And so now we need to come over and actually create a link. So let's click on the big green button, and let's call this one similar. Let's just redirect it to Google here, and let's just call this one SML1. And now I link it up to the pop-up that I just created and click on submit. Link created successfully. So let's go back to the home page here for a second. You'll see now that under my links, the link that I just created is now ready to go. I can edit this. I can grab the link, the tracking link, which I just created. This is what gets embedded into or not embedded, but this is the link that you actually use on your page. So whether this is a sales page, a blog post, an e-commerce site, it really doesn't matter. This would be the link that you send people to, and once clicked, it'll trigger that pop-up. All right. And we can also delete it. Here's just our quick tracking stats at a glance. And from here, the last thing that we need to do is come up here to my user account and go to installation code. And there's this little snippet of HTML that we simply put before the ending body tag on the page that you want smart links to actually trigger on. So if this is a blog or a sales page or a squeeze page, it really doesn't matter. You'll just pop this in. Most of them you'll be able to find it. If you look through the actual HTML code itself, it's very easy to find because it looks different than everything else in the page. You can have your web designer or developer install it for you, or if you're using WordPress, they should already have a very easy, user-friendly form field for you to paste any tracking codes in, and you would simply put this in the one that's for the body tags. So let me quickly show you this with a demo site that I have up. I have a WordPress site up. It's got the original Optimized Press on it, which is, I believe, Optimized Press version 1. And I'm going to show you just how easy this actually is. All right, so I copied it, and here's my new page that I've got here. So, let's just put and let me add some content here in just a second. But what we're going to do is, this should look familiar to any marketers or people that have experience with Optimized Press. Version 2.0 in Optimized Press looks a little different. Depending on what theme you have, it looks a little different, but every single theme will have a theme options page. In that page, there will be a place for you to put tracking codes. In this situation, we could put this in the overall, by the way, we could put this in the overall settings. I believe it's in the general settings for Optimized Press. Let me just get back over to that. We could put this in the overall, which would be here. Custom tracking code in the footer. We could absolutely just pop this in the footer, which actually, let's just do that. Let's make it really easy. So I would add this script in with the other ones and click on Save Changes. Okay, cool. Now it's ready to go. Let me go ahead and create a page with the link itself and show you that. All right, so here's my Smart Leads page. And so let me just put in a little sentence there, and then I'm going to come back here and grab my link. Grab that. And I'm just going to hyperlink this text here with the link, add it, publish the page. Let's get a quick look. So then we've got our link here. We simply click on it, and there we go. So enter your email address, continue. You saw earlier I didn't make any changes to the button or really any of the text. And so I'm going to opt in and show you where we end up going. We end up going to the redirect URL that we set up earlier on the link itself, if you remember. So let me just go ahead and do this here. Go Smartly 7. Good old Gmail. And here we go. You see now I'm just redirected to Google itself, and that's it. After you've installed this, you can grab this link that we've created and put it wherever you want on your site, and guess what? It's going to trigger that pop-up, and people are going to start opting into it. So what's really cool about this is it's extremely fresh and new concept that people aren't really used to. So people tend to get what's called banner blindness towards concepts, maybe squeeze page designs, methodology and things like that. And so considering this is so new and nobody's really using a technique like this, it's extremely fresh. It has a high percentage of conversion rate.